Hey there guys, it's Virtuous Sinner back with another new roguelike for a Let's Play session. We have been doing the tour of the 2005 7-day roguelike challenge, finishing up all of those games. I'm taking a brief break from that today only because I have very limited time to play today. And this game is really simple and it's been on my mind lately, and I thought why not jump into it, showcase it, in and out, nice and easy, one video. It's called A Journey to Hell. A game made by a gentleman named Jakub Wasilewski. I hope I've said that name right. Now, we have talked a lot about the 7-day roguelike challenge on this channel, but there are other ways to challenge yourself as a programmer if you're approaching a roguelike, besides just making a roguelike in and of itself, which is an accomplishment. But if you want to challenge yourself extra, besides the 7-day roguelike, you can approach a game like this gentleman did. A Journey to Hell is a 1 kilobyte roguelike. That means all of the code for the entire game fits in 1 kilobyte. That is an exceptional feat. I've talked about playing Dungeon on the Commodore PET, which was the first roguelike I ever saw back in 1980, I don't know, 82, 83, 84, somewhere in there. Maybe 86. But that computer had 4 kilobytes of data. This game fits in 1/4 of that, so I'm just astounded. And it's a really good game. As a piece of trivia, there's a text file that accompanies the game as sort of the instruction manual. It's a very, very brief text file. And the trivia that is in there mentions the fact that this brief text file is 3 times larger than the code for the game. So that's freaking astounding. So what is the story of A Journey to Hell? Here's the introduction. "A hero, right?" the handsome devil at the entrance asked. "Sign here, please," he boomed, presenting you with a sheet of paper. "One thing's for certain. You sure didn't expect hell to have such good service. Like many before you, you were lured by stories of countless riches awaiting in the bowels of the hell realm, and the nice lawyer at the gates assures you that you are free to take as much as you can carry, as long as you are able to walk out with it." So the goal of the game, according to this, is reach the 7th order of hell, which is the 7th level of hell, I'm assuming. I don't know if we purely have to reach it or if we have to exit from the 7th level. I myself, in previous playthroughs, have made it to level 5. But that's 5 out of 7, so I'm getting close. I don't know, I doubt we'll win right now, but I'll give it a shot. And if it's a brief enough game, I may play a second game as well to further illustrate what this game has to offer. Now, it is very, very simple in terms of its controls. You have the number pad. The 8 cardinal directions on the number pad. That is the sum total of your controls. Now, you can see right over here, we have the hit points. We have 9 out of 20 right now. So you start with a deficit of hit points, essentially. We are on dungeon level 1, and we have $0. Like in Rogue, which we saw before, Classic Rogue, your money you accumulate is your score at the end of the game. Now, because it is a 1 kilobyte roguelike, it dispenses with such luxuries as a high score list. If you want to keep track of your scores, that's up to you to do with a pad and pencil or a text file for yourself or something. The game won't do that for you, but you can keep score with that. Other than that, the money has no purpose in the game. Now let's start moving around, and I'm going to showcase some things as we do. It is a game with bump to attack. Well, actually, I'll showcase one thing right now. One thing that's a bit unique about this game, 99% of roguelikes. This one looks fairly normal. You have an @ sign for your character, you have hashtags for walls, periods for floor, a greater than sign for the dungeon stairs down, money for money. I mean, it's very straightforward in that regard. But did you notice, as we left this region, the stuff we previously saw disappeared. You do not map in this game. You purely have a line of sight, and what you see is what you see. Most games, when you leave a region like that, it stays on your map. In this game, I think you're running for your life, and your character literally doesn't have time to be mapping as he goes, so it doesn't bother. Let's continue moving, and I'll tell you a bit more about the game as we go. Let's go grab this money for now. There is no hunger clock. You don't have to worry about that. As soon as you step on anything, it takes effect. As I said, there's no other keys to press but your directions. If you step on the stairs, you instantly go down, and no, you cannot return to the level you've left. There's some more money. Let's head towards it casually and carefully. Okay. Now, we've just seen our first monster. As in most roguelikes, monsters are displayed by using a letter. The B is not for bat, as it would be in a lot of roguelikes. I don't know if all the letters are used. I've seen as high as letter E is all I've seen. But all of the letters represent demons. And it's a very simple mechanic in this game that differentiates the monsters. But despite being a very simple mechanic, it's a really fun and interesting mechanic. And that is this. The higher the letter, the tougher the monster. More to the point, every monster takes as many hits to kill it as its letter corresponds to a number in the alphabet. So you have to hit a B twice to kill it. If it was a C, you'd have to hit it 3 times to kill it. But every time you kill it, it degrades to one lower level. So if you hit it once, it goes from a B to an A. You hit the A, it's dead. Now every time the monster hits you, it does as much damage as its letter. So if that B hits us, it does 2 damage. If we hit it, it becomes an A. The next time it hits us, it does 1 damage. If we hit it again, it's dead. Another very, very super important feature to know about this game, and it's very much at the heart of the tactics, and I'll show it right now. I'm going to pass my turn a bit, let this bee come towards me. Incidentally, monsters do not repopulate levels. They, when you kill them all on a given level, they're gone. And the deeper you go, not only are the higher letters appearing, you know, as I said, I've seen as high as letter E on level 5, so perhaps it introduces 1 new letter per depth, I'm not sure. I guess not. F would be, if you can see a B on level 1, then presumably you could see an F on level 5. I don't know. Maybe I've seen F, I don't recall. But very important to note is this. Monsters move before you move. In most roguelikes, you move, then the monster moves. You move, then the monster moves. That's the turn order. When I first read about that, I thought, well, what difference does it make? After the very first turn of the game, it really doesn't matter who's moving first, right? Because it's just alternating turns. So it shouldn't make a difference. But what that actually means is this. When I press a key to move, say I move south right now, towards the B. In most traditional roguelikes, I would move south, then it would be the B's turn, and the B would attack me and hit me. But because the monsters move first, what that means is they move as soon as you press a key, before your action takes place. So if I move south, that B will move towards me into that square, and then I will hit it. So in this one capacity, it's very different from other roguelikes. It takes some getting used to, but I can attack that B right now. If I move south, it will move north, it will transform into an A because I will have hit it, and then it will probably get 1 attack in on me. Let's try that right now. Am I in the, yeah, I'm in the window. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So I hit it. It did not hit me. It is now an A. If I move south again, it will hit me before I can hit it, because as soon as I press the down key, it will get its turn to attack me. It will do 1 damage because it's an A. Then I will kill it. There we go. And as you can see, it left behind this little red mark. Now that's one of the other, there's only a few different treasure types in the game. There are the money. That's one of the ones. That's purely for your score. These are souls. The tougher the creature you kill, the bigger the soul it leaves behind. When we pick it up, watch not our hit points, but our maximum hit points. Pick it up, and it's gone to 21. So we get 1, if you kill a bee, you get a 1 point worth of extra maximum health, but not you don't gain any extra normal health. And passing your turn will not restore health either. Now this is a chest. Chests usually contain treasure, and by treasure I mean money or a soul. But sometimes they contain demons, so you have to be a little bit careful. Right now we have 8 hit points, we can probably risk it. Let's go, yeah, it contains a soul. Worth 1 maximum health. Let's go grab this one. I've played enough to know that the first level usually has 2 or maybe it's 3 bees on it, and that's it. Here's the third type of treasure you can find, besides chests. I guess maybe 4th if you count chests. If you grab this, there's one of these on every level, it's a power gem. When you grab this, your current hit points equals your maximum hit points. It jumps up. So you can heal once per level by doing that. That is the only way you can heal. So you want to get your maximum hit points as high as possible before stepping on that. But at the same time, you can't risk dying in the process of trying to get your health up. I'm going to keep looking over here because I don't want to leave anything behind, like little extra souls laying behind or chests or anything. And again, because you can't map, sometimes it gets a little tricky to remember where things are. Our stairs are to our right, as I recall. All right, here's just a soul laying around, worth 1 max health. I don't want to grab that power gem until I either have to or until my health is maxed out. No, here's the other bee. Damn it. I played that wrong. I was moving too fast. It's going to hit me before I hit it. That cost me. Got to be a little bit careful. Because it's the first level, I might get away with it. If it wasn't the first level, I doubt I would. Little mistakes like that cost you. This is one game where it really pays to move 1 square at a time. Don't rush it. Because if a letter shows up, you want to time that attack just right. The first level is pretty easy once you've gotten the hang of it. Future levels, not only again do the monsters get harder, they take more hits to kill, and they can kill you more easily because they do more damage. But on top of that, there's more of them, and it's very easy to get boxed in and die. And don't forget, if you step on that staircase, you instantly go down. You can't come back. So we wouldn't get our power gem, and we'd probably lose the game for that one mistake. So don't step on that staircase until you're ready. I don't think there's anything else around here. I'm not seeing anything else. as I said, there's no hunger clock, so once you're sure the level's clear, especially, you can really just wander around, and it's basically risk-free, just to see if there's any treasure. And if you have a better memory than I do, you'll probably, not revisit the same place like 30 times, as I often do. And I apologize for that. So the power gem's somewhere down here, right? Here it is. Let's grab it. And you'll see our hit points will jump to 25. There we go. We're ready to head down to level 2. Step on it in instant. Okay. Now I'm not going to open that chest just yet, because what if it contains a demon? I want to make sure I've dealt with the monsters I have to deal with. A huge tip is, let's let it come towards us. Now we're going to step towards it 2 squares away to let us hit it before it hits us. There, it's down to an A. It hits me once. I kill it. I get some health out of that. Looks like I got 2 there. Maybe the souls are worth as much as the level you're on. I'm not sure yet. That was worth 2, right? I didn't imagine that. Whoa, fuck. See, we screwed that up. Now it's going to be very hard for me to lose that thing, so I'm just going to start fighting it. And it's going to tear me down a bit. And we got 2 for that. So maybe the souls are worth as much as the level you're on. Maybe it's just that simple. I forget what I was saying. Whoops. Let's get somewhere where we can see this thing from a distance. So if I move to the right, it'll step in there and I'll hit it. There we go. That's the right way to handle that one. Hopefully that's it for this level, or maybe there's one more. 1 or 2 more would be actually perfect. That way we get better max health before leaving this level. 27, 29, 31, 33. It's looking like that. Maybe it gives you exactly as much... Oops, there we go. Yeah, perfect. We got that one exactly right. So very simple game, as you can see. You've basically seen every mechanic in the game. There's no inventory. There's no spells. There's just this simple gameplay. But as we saw in Bomber Rogue a few games ago, that was a game I really didn't know much about, and I'll be honest, I didn't anticipate liking it. I just didn't. Something about it turned me off. Like, it's not a traditional roguelike in the sense that it's not a dungeon delver where you're going to pick up items. Let's see what's in here. Money. And let's hope this is a max health thing. Yep. All right, is there any more max health around? And then I tried it and was like, my God, it's got such a simple game mechanic of dropping bombs and the 3 different monster types you can meet and the damage they take and the breakable walls. And it was a pretty simple game in terms of its rules and structure, but it added up to a really tactical game. And I find this game is similar. It's even more simplistic, which is not surprising given its 1 kilobyte structure, but I think a really impressive feat. Not only that, Jakub Wasilewski has returned to this theme. Allegedly, at least if I'm remembering what I read correctly, there are 3 games in this series. I have A Journey to Hell, it's the first one, and we're playing that right now. I also have Another Visit in Hell. I don't know if that's number 2 or number 3. And I haven't been able to find a 3rd version of the game yet. So it might be out there under a different title and I haven't figured it out. But I know for sure Another Visit to Hell, or Another Visit in Hell, pardon me, is likewise a 1 kilobyte roguelike, and it does add weapons and spells to the game. It's still confining it to 1 kilobyte, so somehow he squeezed even more gameplay out of his game, and I don't know how he did it. Alright, let's go get that power gem. I'm not seeing anything else. Heading down to level 3 with 37 health. Alright. Where are we headed? There's a C. I'd like to find the... Well, let's open this. I'd like to find the power gem. Like, not... Oh, fuck, there's a D. If I move here... Alright. Oh, they can't go past stairs either. That's another thing. You can block them in. They won't go past souls. They won't go past any other object but floor. So you can trap them in that capacity. There's going to be a lot of things coming here. So they're trapped there. Gives me a bit of breathing room if I want to look around more for that power gem. The D is still trapped there. And it's dead. We want to find that gem soon. I think there it is. We don't want to grab it yet. But we want to know where it is so we can grab it as soon as we need it. Okay, we are in trouble. We've gotten ourselves into a bit of a jam here. Looks like the seas aren't chasing us anymore. Okay. I I think we need to get over to that power gem and be near it before we take on those C's. I think we cleared out the D and the B that were near it. But I don't know if we can reach it casually. Fuck. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. If we go back the way we came, it'll get a hit on us. If we go down right now, we'll hit it. Then it will hit us for 2. It's going to do 3 down. Let's try it. Oh, fuck. I dodged the way I didn't expect it to. I can't stay here and fight, but if I move it, they're both going to hit me. I don't have a choice. So they both got in a 3-point attack on me. Brought me down from 15 to 9. I think I can kill them. Mathematically. Oh, I can kill the one for sure. Now again, it would be great to grab these souls up before I grab that thing. If there's nobody left but that C, I think I can kill it. If I wait. Yes, I got it. I can get this soul. I don't dare open those chests right now. I'm going to go grab that power gem because if there's anything we've missed, we're just not going to survive it if we meet it. Now we can walk around with a bit more impunity here. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, see, we would have been killed if we'd have opened that chest. Very simple mechanic, but Jakub Wasilewski, way to squeeze every frickin' drop out of 1 kilobyte and make a really fun, interesting game. I find it very exciting to have my horizons, my roguelike horizons expanded by realizing that they don't all have to be, you know, dungeon crawls with sword and sorcery where, you know, you have an inventory and healing potions, and well, I guess this kind of has healing potions, but you know what I'm saying. They don't all have to be cookie cutter. You can introduce one new mechanic, and I mentioned this in my review of Bomber Rogue. It's like the olden days of video games where you have Space Invaders, and then you had Asteroids, and that was different, and you had Missile Command, and that was different, and you had Pac-Man, and you had Defenders, and they're all doing similar things in a way, but they each introduce different mechanics that vary the gameplay and make it into a totally new game. And I think that's admirable and exciting to realize that happens on this frontier as well. All right, I think we're ready to head down. I wish we were heading down with more health than we are. Going down with a 12-point deficit, but what are you going to do? Level 4. I've survived to level 5 before. Can I do it again? Let's move 1 square at a time here. Nothing fancy and nothing fast. There's some money. There's the power gem, so we know where it is. Let's hang around it. And look around for other... Let's not go far from it, is what I'm saying. But let's look around for... Fuck. He dodged me. There's an E. E can't get me. We're okay for the moment. Now if I grab that red thing up, he'll get a free attack on me right away, so I think we want to lure him out. If we go here, he'll have a bit more control. What about over here? Here? He's not coming around that thing. I don't know if that's 2 E's or if that's 1 E that's been bouncing around. Hard to tell. This might be a mistake. We know there's some E's over there we need to deal with. I don't know if we should be wandering over here to grab this. But then again, there might be some more max health souls laying around that could really help us out before we grab that. There's a D. We can deal with it. As long as there's not too much else out here. This could go south in a hurry. I want to risk it. That was a mistake. Alright, we had to start thinking about getting to that power gem. Hopefully that's one of the E's. He'll be stopped by that soul. Let's find out if that was one of the E's. I'm not opening that one. Alright, let's not find out. Let's just kill it. Alright, I don't know if we can take another E on or not. That one did enough. Did it do 10 damage? I should have kept better track. I don't even know if there is a second E. That might have been the one E we saw bouncing around before. Let's head cautiously over towards the power gem and find out. There's a lot of creatures here. I didn't do this right at all. I think I'm dead. If not, I'm damn close to dead. Yeah, I'm dead. That's it, guys. That's how fast you lose. All right, that's the game. I don't know if there's a reason to do another one. That was a 20-minute video, but you got the gist. It goes like that down to level 7 for sure. I don't know if you have to leave level 7 or just reach level 7. As I said, I've made it one level past this before. I didn't play the best there. But you can do better. I will, as always, include a link to where you can find this game. It's super fun. It's super small. Throw the game a look, man. It's worth your time. I will eventually get up to another visit in hell. I might even do it next. I don't know. Just to compare and contrast while we're on the topic, and then get back to the 2005 7-day roguelike, which will the next one in that series will be Castlevania RL, which has evolved very much over the years from what it was during the 2005 7-day roguelike. We'll be playing the evolved version, obviously, the most current version. And then we will finally move on to that special hard to track down game that I had to kind of figure out how to get my hands on, but I did it. That'll be after we're done the 2005 7-day roguelike challenge, which is a few games past Castlevania RL. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I've got other things to do. It's TIFF season. I've got parties to attend, and I'm really tired. So wish me, high spirits and energy and some semi-coherent conversation skills. All right, have a good one, guys. I'm gone. Goodbye.